A male was with them in the vicinity, a 35-year-old male called Abdul Ezedi, and he left the scene. But the injuries to the female and children, they're in a stable condition, but we are just monitoring, but they don't seem to be life-threatening, but at this time they could be life-changing.
So in this episode today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking about this horrific attack that took place in Clapham, South London on Wednesday, and just because of the details surrounding it all, what happened and what I end up saying, the algorithm naturally will just end up suppressing this video. So if you could just make sure to leave a like rating, because it really does help the video get out there. Watch till the end and leave your thoughts on this story. It is truly barbaric, but on Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m, a 35-year-old man that goes by the name of Abdul Shakoor Ezedi committed a chemical attack injuring 12 people, and among those were a 31-year-old mother along with her two daughters aged 3 and 8. And I'm going to get into this article in just a second that explains the events that took place, and then after that I'll be talking about some information surrounding this individual who at the point of making this video still hasn't been caught, but the information that has now come out just proves how far we have truly fallen, and that is an understatement. But Sky News have reported a 31-year-old mother and her two young girls aged 3 and 8 were targeted with an alkaline substance in Clapham, South London on Wednesday night. The incident happened shortly before 7:30 p.m. on Lesser Avenue, a street running from the south of Clapham Common. It was captured on CCTV, which showed a man running around a car before getting into the driver's seat with a woman and a child in front of the vehicle holding their hands to their faces. The man was then seen driving the car at the woman and struck her before stopping the vehicle and getting out. He opened the back door and appeared to remove a child before violently throwing them to the ground. The footage also shows people from neighbouring properties emerging from their homes. Eyewitnesses told Sky News the suspect grabbed a young child from a white car before throwing her to the floor twice. A witness who asked not to be named said the mother screamed my eyes," after the corrosive substance was thrown. He chased the man down the street, but the suspect fled the scene. A total of 12 people were hurt during the incident, including the mother and her children, and 5 officers who were injured as they responded. 3 women, 2 in their 30s and 1 in her 50s, were treated for burns after trying to intervene. A man in his 50s was treated at the scene. The mother and her 2 girls remain in hospital, with police saying that injuries to the woman and her 3-year-old daughter could be life-changing. Officers have said the suspect was known to the woman and described the attack as targeted. Now, it doesn't state what the connection is between the mother and this attacker. I don't think it has been revealed just yet. I'm sure we'll get more information coming out in the next few days, but regardless, this is absolutely disgusting, and I guess we can only hope the mother and daughter recover as best as they can from these injuries. As you saw in the article there, it doesn't look too good. I hope everybody else involved is also okay. Hopefully soon enough they catch this man, they throw him away, lock him away, and he never sees daylight again. But the information we have now surrounding this individual, you have to ask, what is going on? I know we all say it tongue-in-cheek, what is going on with this country, but on a real, what is going on? Because he shouldn't even be in the country, nowhere near it. This new information makes our country look like a total joke, because the Clapham attack suspect Abdul Shakoor Ezedi was convicted of a sex offence in 2018. In 2018, Ezedi was convicted of 1 charge of sexual assault and 1 of exposure before being granted asylum in 2021 or 2022. He received a 9-week jail term, suspended for 2 years for the sexual assault, and for the exposure, 36 weeks imprisonment to be served consecutively, also suspended for 2 years. BBC News understands that Ezedi arrived in the UK by lorry in 2016, having travelled from Afghanistan illegally, of course, but the BBC won't ever dare mention that one. His suspended prison sentence for the sexual assault passed down at Newcastle Crown Court included an unpaid work order. Once that was complete in 2020, Ezedi was discharged from probation supervision. His asylum application was twice turned down. The second time was after he said he had converted to Christianity, meaning he would have been at risk if he returned to Afghanistan. On his 3rd attempt, a priest wrote a letter vouching for his conversion, and his asylum claim was granted. This case is being pointed out by some in the Home Office as an example of the frustration they have with the asylum tribunal system, that people are granted asylum despite having convictions in the UK. This country, this Home Office, allowed this man to stay because a priest wrote a letter vouching for him. Oh, he's a Christian now. Don't let him go back to Afghanistan. He might be put at risk. Allow him to stay in the country where he's going to put everybody else at risk. And the left and the liberals in this country, still even after this attack, and it's not going to be the last time something like this happens, let's be real here, but still even after this, they will condemn anyone who is against the idea of these people coming in illegally to the country in their thousands, or for XYZ, these military-age males, which is funny because if you ask them, right, would you house a refugee? They all say the same thing. Oh, no, if I had the room, I would do it. If I had my own house. No, you wouldn't. You just want the government and everybody else to do it, and then everybody else again has to suffer the potential consequences because who knows who is coming in to the country. You just sit there and say, oh, come on in, please. If this country actually cared about who's coming in and what they're doing in this country, like the Home Office, then this situation could have been prevented. How anyone in their right minds thought, yeah, you know what, this is the third time, maybe we should let him stay, even though he's a convicted sex offender. All it took was a letter from a priest vouching for him, then they grant him asylum. It doesn't make any sense. To want safer borders, to have stricter policies, isn't bigotry, isn't racist, it's wanting the best for your country and for its people. And this conservative government, boy, they have to take a lot of the blame for what is going on right now, because they have been in charge for, what, almost 14 years now? And they have done nothing. It's gotten worse. And then they have the gall to come out and say, oh, this issue is getting out of hand now. We need to do something about it. You had 14 years. And you've made it worse. This issue, it looks like, is never going to be solved. And then you think about Labour potentially getting in, which it looks like, you know, they are going to. Boy, it's going to get a lot worse. You see what the Biden administration has done to the borders of America? Yeah, expect the same thing when Labour start running the country. They don't care if people come in and take advantage of the system. And they can stay in, even if they've been convicted of sexual assault, and then they go on and commit further crimes as well. Again, against women, which is interesting because, you know, the very same people who condemn anyone for opposing illegal immigration, etc., they're the very same people who scream every single day, oh, we need to protect women. We need to care more about women's safety. Yeah, that just tells you all you need to know. These people aren't ready for the consequences of their own agendas. We're so backwards right now. It's unbelievable, and this issue is affecting the average British person. People are being affected by people who shouldn't even be in a country like, and that is apparently controversial to say. You can't even say that without someone crying about it. How dare you? Get a grip, man. Leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this story. I'd like to hear how you guys feel about it all. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out.